Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Sox on Tap.
Tony, my first reaction is just fuck yes, let's go.
Sox versus the Twins. That's where it all starts. It all starts taking care of business in-house in the Central Division.
That's right, I'm a meatball.
You got to bring that top button swag, baby.
It is always great to beat the Cubs.
And I'm a homer, so I always say they're gonna.
Dallas Keuchel Lancelin got some beards that you should be afraid of.
What everybody said when he gets out there, it's me versus the other guy, and I'm going to beat him. So I just love that mentality. It's cool and fucking tough.
Steve, would you say that Tony is mad online?
I would definitely say that.
The White Sox winner. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, grab a beer and crack them because you're with the Sox on Tap crew. Before we get into this episode, because it's Sunday Funday, so it's not the norm. It's Sunday Funday with me and Jonnie. Before we get into this, be sure you're going on tapsportsnet.com for other Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Sox on Tap, at On Tap Sportsnet. Following Jonnie at Naughty Johnny. Following me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review, because that's fucking cool and tough. And if you need any White Sox gear, go check out Grandstand. Grandstand Sox on social, grandstandsox.com, or if you're at the ballpark, just go check out Grandstand. Any White Sox related needs you need there, or fuck it, anything else you need, Chicago related, you can get at Grandstand. Jonnie, it's a sweep. And you know what, dude? I drank a bunch of Miller Lights today, but you know what I'm drinking right now?
What's that?
I'm feeling a little fruity. All right. I'm drinking a fucking Truly.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And Seltzer Sundays? Is this Seltzer Sunday or Sunday Funday, Buzz?
It's Seltzer Sunday, Jonnie. So, Jonnie, I don't know why this is happening, but it's happening. And dude, you know what? I feel good about it.
Sometimes at the end of a long day like that, you're like in like kind of like a daze and you just like grab like whatever's like easiest or like most accessible in the fridge. I've done that too. And it's like, I like usually drink like Busch Lights, but I got like some like fucking like Bud Light or Busch Light like apples like left there. It's like, oh well, I grabbed it and I already walked away from it, so it's not worth the 5 steps to go back and get the other one.
Jonnie, I don't know what fucking happened, brother, but like, so I was outside all day today, right? You know how it is on Sundays. You know how we do over here. You were here on Friday. We had a great night. We ordered some pizza, drank some beers, but like, I love to cook on Sundays. That's my thing. And we made some kebabs tonight, Jonnie, but I was outside since like 11:30 or noon with the kids too. And we were just drinking. I brought the little pool, the sprinklers out, and I just started doing these Trulies. I've never had one of these. I feel great.
That'll get you in a Sunday Funday mood, Buzz, for sure.
It did. I feel fucking refreshed and I feel fun. So that's Sunday Funday all day with my seltzer, water, and this one is actually wild berry. So
exotic,
feeling good, Jonnie.
Yeah, exotic. Buzz, Sox sweep. Detroit sucks. That's what we're here to talk about. Obviously, you and I had the show on Friday night, which was a blast, doing it live from your garage. Great time over there in the Buzz garage. And then now we've got an absolute beatdown from Saturday to talk about. And then Sunday, today, here, Carlos Rodon almost going no-hitter today. So I am excited to get in. And we won't go step-by-step scoring play by scoring play, because obviously I think we'd be here all freaking night if we talk about everything from Saturday.
Especially Saturday,
we'll talk about some teams, because there was some interesting stuff that happened in both of these games. So I think it's about time to get the train rolling here on Sox on Tap Sunday Funday.
Absolutely. Want to shout out to Corey, who's in our live chat. Whiskey Sours, that's my favorite drink. Let's get into Saturday, Jonnie. Again, we're not going to break down the calls here. Friday, we did together in the garage. That rain delay was bullshit, but it gave us enough time to finish our pizza.
Yeah, so it did. Yeah.
It was good, even though we burnt the shit out of our mouths. It was the hottest pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
But Saturday, Jonnie, unbelievable. People are bitching about the lineup left and right, brother.
Yes. Yeah.
And they scored 15 runs, Jonnie.
It was incredibly wild, because you look at that lineup on paper and you're like, are we even going to win against the Tigers? Like, just like looking at that. But hey, I will say, and this isn't like a straight up like defense of Tony La Russa or anything like that. I'm not trying to like do that, but at the same time, he is big on rest, and we've heard it from players saying that, and make sure guys getting their rest. And that includes guys that you would expect to be on the field every day, like a Yohan Moncada, like a Tim Anderson got today. Obviously Moncada was out of the lineup yesterday, like Jose Abreu, DHing today and putting Yasmani Grandal at first. So that is part of this. And yeah, sure, I guess you could ask the construction of that, and with like Goodwin hitting second, everybody's kind of like freaking out. But we'll get to what Goodwin did here. And I just want to say, preface this, because on Friday night it was you and me together. We were watching the game. Saturday, I was with Tony, and we were going up to a buddy, a good friend of his and mine, that had a housewarming party. So we were on the way up there, and we were listening to the first inning because we were getting up there a little bit after 3. Obviously, game started at 3:10. So we were listening to the first inning or so in the car. And I was telling Tony as we were listening to this, and it was just getting going before any of this like onslaught of runs happened. And I told him, I was like, how awesome. Like, I would love to see a beatdown. It's been like a long time. I know the lineup we have today, but it's been a long time since the Sox have absolutely beat down an opponent, stomped on their throats. No worry about it. Like, we don't have to worry after like the 5th inning about anything. And I was just like spitballing that, trying to speak it into existence, and it happened, Buzz. So I was so happy. Oh, they've been few and far between this year, unlike last year, where I feel like we were, putting up runs with the long ball all the time. A little bit different this year, obviously, with the injuries and whatnot. But hey, it was great to see a beatdown. I love it.
It was absolutely amazing. And the crazy part about it is you're in the car and you're on the way to a housewarming party. I had to go to a wedding yesterday. Yeah. Dude, we missed some of the badass beatdown that we've had all year. Like, they literally beat the shit out of the Tigers yesterday, or on Saturday. If you're listening to this on Monday, it's Saturday. So the Sox score 15 runs. Detroit gets 2 runs. That's all they get. Dylan Cease. He has a little bit of a rough start, and then all of a sudden it's fine. It's all fine and dandy. And that's absolutely what you want to see. He kept his composure after having a little bit of a rough time. Sox score 15 runs. And Brian Goodwin. Okay. Yes. There's an article about Brian Goodwin. And Johnny, I'm going to tell you where you can find that. You can find that on tapsportsnet.com, buddy. But we give the overlay of his career, what he's done over there. We didn't know what he's going to do. That was amazing. He starts off with a double, and then he scores Tim Anderson, and then he cranks a fucking 3-run home run. He has a 4 RBI game in his first ever game as a White Sox player. Amazing shit. You can't write that, dude.
Yeah, so I need to, and this is why people you might be wondering why, like, we come up with some of these episode titles. Usually I like to tie it into something that we're talking about here. And it also is a little play on the name, Goodwin, Godwin, like we say Mangata, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But the way that the depth has stepped up, and there's been numerous points made about this amongst, big White Sox Twitter personalities, articles from various sites about how the depth has just, really carried the White Sox with all the injuries that they've had so far. And the best way I can describe it is a Blues Brothers line, man. We're on a mission from God. They are. These White Sox really are. Because who the hell would have expected that Brian Goodwin to step in first game and start off hot as all hell with big run-producing plays. And obviously that led and kind of jump-started the whole route that we had here on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And our boy Jordan Miller throws in here. Bo Burrows pulled because he threw up because he was so nervous, man. You know why he's nervous? Because he's facing something that's like out of this fucking world. He's facing the White Sox lineup. And it's absolutely amazing, man. Like, so Tony always says that this team has it, right? And that's super awesome to say. It's a cool line. It's a cool and tough line. This team has it. Johnny, I swear to God, when I watch this team, dude, I'm like, and we've talked about this before on the mic, and then we talked about it on Friday when we were in the garage. You had your 12-pack of Busch Lights. I had my Miller Lights flowing, had a great time, but it was just, I never feel like we're going to lose. And that is what you call magic. And then when you see guys that are unlikely sources to help you score runs, to help you win games, it's fucking magic. Magic, whatever you want to call it. The Sox have it.
Yeah, but exactly, Buzz. And I think that it's like trying to like put your finger on it. It's like you can't give like an outline, concrete definition, but when you see it, you say that's it. And that like stuff performances like that. You talk about Jake Lamb's home runs earlier, just at timely junctures in games. You remember the Baltimore series? There was one, I know they ended up losing the game, but one at Minnesota. You didn't expect him to go up the big wall there. So he's like, for a while looked like he was returning to like 2017 Jake Lamb form. We've had the Billy Hamilton series pretty much with that one at Baltimore against Baltimore over Memorial Day weekend. So it really has come. And then obviously, Lurie Garcia got himself off to a slow start start, and there's still people that are not, happy with him. And I understand it why when you're looking at, production levels overall, when you look at the cumulative stats. But hey, he comes through with a clutch RBI double today, and there have been instances he had some spots in Saturday's game as well, driving in some runs too. So I mean, just it speaks overall as a whole, the depth of the team, and probably something we didn't expect, but you're getting some really solid production out of them.
I feel like if there's anybody that's actually realistic about Luis Garcia, it's us, and we're both, and that's how we bonded when we first met. Like, we both love Luis Garcia. That's just something we bonded about. It was our thing. I love Luis Garcia. He started off fucking terrible. Guess what? He's raised that average, Johnny. Is it great? No. Is he on base percentage great? No. But it's like fucking 60 points above what his average is. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think the value that is overlooked because you're not quantifying it every day. It's like, where are you plugging and placing him? Hell, he started at third base for Yohan Moncada in a spot there. You can move him to the outfield. Then he can go anywhere, Johnny.
With Madrigal out now, you could use him at second base more if you wanted to. Like, it's I think that's the kind of thing. And it's like, sure, it might not be the greatest. Like obviously you'd definitely rather have Nick Madrigal in the lineup. But hey, for plug and play with him and Mendick and whatever, you're not going to get a complete lapse over that with having a guy like him in there. So
no, you're 100% right. And to shout out to Alex Rude real quick, the Trulies were not flowing on Friday. Johnny had his Busch lattes. I had my Miller Lights. I got a little fancy today. I feel good about it. And then here comes Jordan Miller with the fucking Lurie has a 418 OBP in the last 15 days. That's why you love a guy like Jordan Miller, because he comes in with the fire immediately.
Yes.
Okay. 15 game sample size, not a lot. But what does it mean, Johnny? He's turning it around after a poor fucking start. Well, that's what that means.
Guys go cold, guys get hot. Well, he's getting hot now.
And look at his RBIs, too. He has had opportune fucking hits this year.
Yeah, opportunistic is cool and tough.
It's 100% cool and tough. It puts hair on my chest that I need to shave off because I'm too hairy. It's a fucking amazing. I take this shit all day, man. So I just, what a weekend series, Johnny. And after today's win, is that 16 or 17 games above 500? I got to look at the record.
Let's see. We are at 41 and 24, I believe. 17 is that games. The record now?
That's 17 games above 500, Johnny. The Chicago White Sox in 2021 are 17 fucking games above 500. Hate the lineup, hate Tony La Russa, hate whatever you want. And listen, I've bitched about TLR on this podcast with Johnny on it. I've done it. But guess what? They're winning. And when they're winning, I'm not one of those guys that are trying to find something to bitch about. We're 17 games above 500, Johnny. That's nuts. That's the best we've seen ever in years. Whatever. I'll take it all day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's Kirk Zappa in here. Scotty Shorts on the display name there. But I believe, if I look correctly, that is his profile picture in there. But yeah, says, God damn it, I love this White Sox team, man. Yeah, we do too. And that's why we're just gushing over it here on Sunday Funday, and it's appropriate. So let's get back into a few more instances from Saturday's game, Buzz. Yep. Obviously, we had the comment about the Detroit relief pitcher puking. I felt bad for him. It was a hot day. It was heat exhaustion going on there, and it was
anxiety probably too a little bit,
and it was just a really, really, really long inning. But hey, guess what? You got to be able to fucking throw strikes. And when they were throwing strikes, the Sox were hitting it, so they were throwing balls, walking guys, and the Sox kept adding on with all of that. So, like I said, we're not going to break down all the scoring plays here, but let's talk, Buzz. I think all this stuff can get overlooked, and it is indeed mop up time when you're getting to relief guys here. But I think this is the exact perfect spot that you want a guy like Ryan Burr settle in, get a couple innings and feel a little more acclimated. And then you go with Tim for 2 and then go with Foster for 2 to close it out. And, I know Foster hasn't been all bad. There was
he's been some rough situations.
There's been some rough spots, early on in the year with him, but hey, for any of these guys, it's like, don't think that work is, it might not be consequential on the scoreboard, but as an individual for that player, I look at it more like that. And it is valuable work. You're facing, it is still a live game situation. You're facing an opponent who is still trying to, as much as it might not seem like it, it is still trying to get a hit off of you. So I thought it was valuable, especially for a guy like Burr, who is still kind of working himself back into the mix. And I think it'll only bode well for him and Foster going forward, Buzz.
Well, it was, like you said, it was the perfect fucking opportunity. You're in a blowout win. You bring these guys in to close it down. Burr goes 2 innings. Foster goes 2 innings. And Foster hasn't been as bad as the ERA suggests. He got lit up earlier in the year, and he was left in, and it was apologized about. I don't work in an MLB front office. I don't work in an MLB dugout. I can't talk shit here, all right? I back off. Did I agree with it? No, I still don't. Water under the bridge, right? You're way farther in the season now, and you're doing great. So whatever. But Burr is a guy that we've been hearing about for years. Great spot for him. He did walk 2. He strikes out none, but he goes 2 innings, and he did no damage done, Johnny. Yeah. That's a perfect opportunity for a guy like him to get experience, to see it. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry, man. I would say it was major league talent, but Detroit fucking blows. So
Detroit does suck, but it's still valuable work. There's a difference in seeing a live hitter in there than just throwing your side bullpen session. So that's the point that I just wanted to hammer home there. And I think that it gets overlooked because, hey, I wouldn't blame Sox fans if they would have turned that thing off early and got about their Saturday and did whatever they were doing otherwise than that. So, I mean, it's just, stuff that maybe not a lot of people are seeing or thinking about, but I just like to think about that too, because I also might have a soft spot because I was a relief pitcher back in my playing days. So I do kind of feel for that. And it is always good to get your work in.
In my playing days, I used to hit 60 home runs a season. See, no one believes that. I was Nick Madrigal. They call me Slap Nick. No, I'm just kidding.
Were you Slap Dick motherfucker? Is that how Lance Lynn would describe you?
I would fucking hit an infield single because I'm so quick, because I'm small. And they'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, you Slap Dick motherfuckers, I got you.
Yeah.
No. But no, it was great to see, like you said. I mean, people bitched about the lineup this weekend too. It's something hot, Johnny, we should talk about for a minute. And I told you a long time, I'm done doing that. It is what it is at this point. He's going to set the lineups. Tony's going to set them. If it is what it is, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Dude, they've been working out. So I keep my fucking mouth shut. If you win ball games, that means it's working out, Johnny.
I think this is big too, and some people have made the points. I forget exactly where, but on Twitter and various places, just in conversations that I've had too with several White Sox fans over the past week or so, talking about this. You have big series coming up against the Rays, which we'll get into later in here.
Ooh,
but you're going to need these guys rested, and that's another thing that when they interview players, and at various times they've talked about getting their rest. A point that I made earlier in here. Well, guess what? That's new to some of these guys, and that might be new to some of these fans because you're used to seeing like the A squad lineup every single day, and obviously you want to see that every day for your entertainment value. But guess what? It's a 162 game grind. You put these guys through the ringer early, they're not going to have anything left in the tank come late September, October, Buzz, when it matters.
No, you're not wrong, dude. So like, I'm not going to lie to you though, as a fan. Like when I see today that Lurie's leading off, and and I love Lurie, but there's no TA. Obviously Madrigal's hurt, and like we're going through all this shit. I'm like, motherfucker, man. I'm like, God damn it. Like, am I a little worried about it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's justified. Yeah,
I just don't feel like where we're at right now, and how it goes back to the magic that we talked about, or that we talked about. Dude, I'm on cloud 9. I don't think anybody could touch us. And I'm serious when I say it. Like, I don't think anybody can touch us. And maybe they can. I guess we'll find out. But, dude, where we're at right now as a squad and what we've been doing hurt. Like, literally fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Our two man, I can't remember who said it. Who said that we lost 70 home runs between Eloy and
that was you and me and Juice when I was talking about it, just because we were talking about how the decline in home runs and doing it in different ways. Yeah.
So we said that 70 home runs are gone off the fucking board.
Yeah.
And we're still doing this. And a lot has to do with the pitching. And you and I have talked about this a million times, me and Tony, me and Steve, you and Tony, whatever. The pitching's been fantastic. No doubt about it. But you need to score to win, too. Mm-hmm. And the fucking... I don't even know what to say, man. I feel like I know it says in our intro, I'm a homer, whatever. Ha. But holy shit, who can stop us? It's nuts.
Yeah, good comment from Alex Rude here. This week will be a test of that, and I agree 100%, Alex. The Rays are going to be a big test. So we are over the moon with results so far. Because I think and that's the thing. Me and Tony talk about this on instances here too, and so I think there's a way to be excited but still humble about it because you can get like that and feel like that. You do feel invincible. I mean, think about how you feel.
Sometimes I do.
Think about how you feel after like 10 beers. That's like what the White Sox are doing to you from a mental standpoint here.
That's me after a couple Trulies, Jonnie.
At the same time, I think we can all bring it back and be like, okay, well, it is still only early June, and it is still, bigger and better opponents ahead of us too. Granted, the schedule overall does look favorable for the White Sox, and it is a bifactor of the division not being as strong as other divisions throughout the league. Yeah. But still, you are going to have these tests. You're going to have the Rays here. You're going to have to go up to Toronto later. I think in mid-July, there are some different sorts of tests that'll be there. I would imagine Boston comes to town, as well. So we haven't seen the Astros yet. We will be going there for a 4-game set coming up very soon here. So also tests of that ahead. I agree, Alex, but it's feels great right now, Buzz. I don't think that should kill our Sunday Funday vibe.
No, absolutely not. And I just want to let everybody know that's listening to this podcast, if you're here live or you're listening after we're done, 2 great baseball follows are Alex Rude and Jordan Miller. I just want to say that real quick. We'll have our shout outs later, but those guys are think about it. We're sitting here talking about it, and Alex comes in. This week will be a test of that. It will be. He's absolutely right. This is not easy coming up. Tampa Bay is the fucking real deal Holyfield, Jonnie. They've got good pitching. They're the first in the AL East right now. Jordan Miller brings up great points. Abreu and Grandal lead the team in home runs, 21 combined. Dude, we're what are we in the bottom 4, 3 or 4 in home runs in the MLB?
I have to look at the stat, but it was definitely in the below.
We're in the bottom
20th ranked. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and they're still finding ways to win is my point. Obviously I'm on one because I've been having Trulies and Miller Lights all fucking day, but it's absolutely amazing that this team can do this, and I'll tell you what, beating Detroit in a 3-game set like we did, and getting the sweep and playing. Well, I mean, seriously, Jonnie, what would you call it? Would you call it B lineups 2 days in a row? BC lineups?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Saturdays is a little bit more questionable, but I mean, you're still
even
having
today
play-ins there. Yeah, exactly. So I would say like a C lineup on Saturday, and probably like a B- ish lineup on Sunday.
And you still win, and you beat the team that you're supposed to beat, and you do it. And then to Alex Rude's point, yet again, who's in here in our fucking chat, he goes Glasnow versus Lynn tomorrow. You best believe the best lineup available will be in tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. And we will have a lot of fun previewing that, Buzz. And I think it'll be a really fun series this week. But we've touched Saturday pretty much. I know we're jumping around a little bit here, but let's talk Sunday, because Carlos Rodon can't be overlooked in all of this. And he almost he was going for another no-hitter today, Buzz. And it was an impressive performance. The slider was absolutely deadly. He ends up striking out, 9 against the Tigers today. Walked 2, so the perfect game was out of the equation earlier, but only 1 hit. And that's all the Tigers would get all day. So I think credit to Marshall and Hendricks for locking it down with 1 clean inning each for them at the end. At the end of this thing, Buzz. But with Rodon, just a couple of points, and several people brought it up, looking at Rodon's pitch count, because this is in the 7th inning when that happened. And first of all, I'll talk about it, and I'll just make my point, because you know me. You know me. I'm the Yasmani Grandal stan. Yaz would have framed that pitch. Yaz would have framed the pitch right that everybody's bitching about. Look at Zach Collins' positioning behind the plate. He sets up way too far inside. I know the pitch is that's where it's coming, but hey, you want to get that strike, and it's going to cut in like Carlos Rodon's slider does. Set up a little bit more, put the glove out, and then do the little wrist flick back to get that action there. And Yasmani Grandal could do that much better than Zach Collins. So not ripping on Zach Collins, but I'm just saying Yaz would have done that correctly if he was behind the plate. Other than that, though, he was up there. I mean, he was in like the mid 90s at that point in time, Buzz. So even if he does get through that, gets that out there, you're probably looking at a pretty damn strenuous day for Carlos Rodon. So not saying that you always want the feet. You want a great feet, and the no-hitters are cool and tough. Throwing 2 in a season is fucking, you'd be right up there with guys like Max Scherzer. I think Nolan Ryan. I think Sandy Koufax might have been on that list too. I forget exactly who it was. I think it might have been ESPN Stats that tweeted that. But you always want that. But at the same time, let's think long term here. Probably for the best that Carlos Rodon didn't go out there and throw 130 fucking pitches today.
Yeah, no, totally fucking fair. I mean, I would have had a Chubb, if he would have fucking had 2 in a row, or not 2 in a row, I'm sorry, but 2 in a season, Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, again, it comes down to teams that you should beat the shit out of. Carlos Rodon's done it. He's been doing it all year. 103 pitches for him today. I don't know, Johnny. I know we talk about pitch count with a lot of these guys, but tell me if I'm wrong. I have no idea why. And you can tell me I'm a moron. Please do if I am. But like Lance Lynn, for whatever reason, obviously Lance Lynn's a fucking tank, right? But like, I don't feel scared for Carlos Rodon this year throwing 130 fucking pitch. I don't know why.
I'll combat you then here because I do. Because I also know that it's been great, and I'm glad he's proving me wrong because I would have gone elsewhere off-season wise.
That's not what I was saying.
No. But one of my big concerns there was injury, and also I know he's been healthy. Also, thank God so far this year he's been healthy and he's avoided that. But you cannot ignore the past.
No, you're right.
Injury past in the places that it's been. It'd be different if it was like leg random, like calf or like a hamstring injury for landing weird or whatever. But it's all been arm, it's been shoulder, it's been elbow. He's had Tommy John. I still have that in the back of my mind, and it doesn't affect me watching Carlos Rodon start and like saying like, oh, this guy's going to throw his arm out. Not like that, but when you're getting up to those extremes there, that is where I would worry. And maybe if it doesn't happen right away, does that leave him out the next time when he's trying to gas up, because he likes to do that in the later innings of his outings. When he's trying to gas up, does he overextend and does something pop in that elbow? Then all this, not saying it would go to waste, terrifying. But you would be without that level of production then for X amount of weeks, or God forbid the rest of the season if it was something major. So that's where I would have a little bit of concern there.
No, you're right, Johnny. You're right. Like, me, man. Like, I'm a fucking creature of habit and a feel, and like when I feel like someone's on their game, like it's just like this. I don't know, man. I feel like you're out of your body. I feel like it's an outer body experience when you're doing like, and I just feel like Rodon's been like that all year. So the invincibility comes in. Do you know what I'm saying? So great point here by Alex and Jordan. What yet again? I mean, you guys should just come for on tap here. But Rodon has been better extended rest, so they are watching his pitch counts. Absolutely by Jordan Miller, 100%. And then Alex Ruiz goes back to the point that Johnny and I made earlier about resting guys. It's a grind for all the pitchers too. It's a grind all year. No doubt. They're 100% right. I guess it just comes down to a confidence thing for me where I'm watching this guy be like, I will push my body. I will push my skill to the end of the earth because I've been hurt for so long. I've had terrible luck for so long. And I guess that's why I feel good about it every single time. Fact that he got one hit off of him, it is what it is. I can give 2 fucks about him getting a no-hitter again. He did it once already. You know what I want, Johnny? I want the fucking dub. Whether it's for him or I don't care. I want the fucking dub. Because
they got the dub.
And they got it. And that's where we want to be. And like you pointed out, they took him out after, 103 pitches. He goes away. You get Evan Marshall in, where I know a lot of people have been hating on him lately, but that breaking ball, Johnny, it fucking works.
You know me, I love a good curveball, and he's got one.
And he's got it. He's got it, Johnny. And then you go to Liam Hendricks, and we haven't seen him since Friday, and he let up a fucking bomb, but he got kind of fucked on Friday, like we talked about on the podcast, too. He should not have come back in after that rain delay. But he comes in, he does what he's got to do, and the Sox win. I mean, beat the teams you're supposed to beat, do it in a good way, and move on.
Yeah, we're going to talk offense here in a second, Buzz, but I have one last thing since we're still on pitching here. A little Carlos Rodon. Robbie Grossman, sit down and shut the fuck up. That first strike out of the game, dude, I'm sorry. Do you understand how strike zones work? You might not agree with where it was caught, but it's where it crosses the front of the plate. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That was a great slider by Carlos Rodon, and you just couldn't handle it, and you couldn't anticipate it because basically nobody can. So sit down, shut up, he gone.
I just found out who tweeted that shit from the Sox on Tap account. Might have been Jonnie.
I was just like looking at his reaction because he turned around like it was like something egregious, and it was like, no, look at where it crossed the front of the plate. Like it doesn't take rocket appliances to figure it out, Buzz.
Just take fucking rocket appliances to figure it out, man. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Fucking figure it out. Yeah, no, it's amazing. I thought the same shit today. Oh my god! That's why I love that. Like, we have the same humor with these fucking Canadian TV shows. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sorry I got up if anybody's watching the live stream, but I had a good here.
Let's talk offense here though, Buzz, because we talked a lot about the pitching, and I think that speaks for itself. Obviously, I think we touched on a lot of good things about Carlos Rodon there. Clean work from both Marshall. Yes. William Hendricks climbing that thing up to 17 saves now. So let's talk offense. And that was Mr. Lurie Garcia. Jose Abreu starts it off, though, with the RBI single in the fourth. But then Lurie Garcia, big spot in the top of the fifth. Nice rope double down the line. Really quick on Abreu, just more MVP shit. He's been getting hot lately. I've been seeing, multiple doubles at the end of that Toronto series. I feel like he had a double on Friday night. He also had one, I think, on, I think it was over on Saturday afternoon. But then, coming back, RBI single, and it was above. Had go up, get it, put it out the opposite field, put it where they weren't. Gets that first run home, and then Lurie, like I said, big spot, legendary there. And then we had some hit by pitch and walk offense in the top of the sixth. So if they're going to give them to us, we'll fucking take it all day. Take advantage of your opponent's mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely fucking take it all day, dude. I felt like we were the opponents that made the mistakes in the past.
Yeah.
And now we're not. Peanut butter and jam. I'm sorry. Someone just, if you're listening to the podcast, you're not hearing live stream.
That's Kirk Zappa. Absolutely.
Was it Kirk Zappa?
It is.
It's like, bam, peanut butter and jam.
What the fuck are you doing, Phil?
What the fuck are you doing, Phil? Oh my Lord, dude! I lost track. I don't even care.
We're talking offense here. Offense.
Yeah, it's fucking Sunday Funday. When the offense performs, it's absolutely fucking fantastic. Obviously, Saturday they did the same fucking thing. I completely lost my spot because now I'm thinking about peanut butter fucking jam. Jonnie, I'm sorry, man. It just kills me. It just gets to me. It's a perfect guy in Kirk Zappa to have in here because I feel like he gets you, like you and I, when we text each other, it's either fucking or it's Trailer Park Boys or fucking Letterkenny. I'm just opening the door here for people that don't know Jonnie and I personally or whatever. But like that, if you want to know our humor, it's literally that.
Yeah. And it's fun. It's funny because it could just be applied to so much. Like we had a great fun with all the Canadian jokes during the Toronto series. And then it's like stuff like that. Like for
what
Robbie,
did you put? Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But then for Robbie Grossman today, doesn't take rocket appliances to figure it out where a pitch comes in and crosses the plate. Like I'm just like, that's just like, it's the beginning of the game, but it like shouldn't irk me that early. It should still be all like calm and collected, but it just like, set something off. It's like, sit down, shut the fuck up.
It hurts, dude. It hurts to laugh, it makes me, we want to be professional and I can't. Like, it just fucking kills me every time you say fucking figure it out. You do it so good. I don't know why you do it so good, but you do.
What comes around is all around. Absolutely.
Oh, no.
It's water under the fridge, buds.
No, we're trying to. I'm trying to be serious because it's fucking water under the fridge. It's just so stupid. Oh, my heart. I'm going to die. Okay. What were we talking about? Offense?
Right. Yeah.
Brian Goodwin.
No, we're on Sunday. So we had the Jose Abreu Oppo Field single, get the first run home. Lurie line rope down the left field line from the right side for the second run, and then we'll hit by pitch walk offense in the sixth. That's where we were.
Okay, well I'm glad because I'm just so lost because they got water under the fridge, man. what do you want me to say? But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Shut up, Jim. I don't care if you're here or not. All right, so fucking A. Okay, Sox get 4 runs. It's good. It's not, honestly, Johnny, with the lineup that I looked at today, I didn't think the fucking Sox would get 4 runs. And if I have to be 100% honest with you, they put out a lineup that, and we'll fucking call them out. It's fine. It's Sunday Funday. Ken W.O. and White Sox Dave were going at it about it. And then Chuck Garfien. Did you watch that? Chuck Garfien went all fucking ape shit.
I flipped over to the playoff hockey at that point because it was on right after the Sox were done. So I didn't see it, but then Tony texted me because it was like apparently it was a big stink then. So go ahead and explain that. But I did get the gist of it. So go ahead and explain though for listeners here.
I'm sitting there grilling, right? And Chuck Garfien is just fucking like, look, if you're going to complain about, I can't remember the exact words that were said, but if you're going to complain about the lineup, this is why you're dumb. Is basically what was going on with Chuck Garfien.
Didn't he say something about it pisses him off? Like, word
pisses
for word,
him off that people are talking smack. And then Tony immediately texts me. He goes, "We got to get Chuck on the fucking podcast." And I go, "Listen, dude, I have not been the biggest TLR guy myself, but I do agree that dude's doing some good shit." And Chuck is very active on Twitter, and we know this. He's been on the Outcast when that was in existence. I believe he was on Chi Sox Weekly. And we've had Chuck Garfien on our shows a couple times. He's had enough. He just wants the Sox to win, and he's all about it. Doesn't matter who's the manager. But he was very hot about the fan base today, bitching about the lineups when they had just won yesterday 15-2. Johnny scored 15 runs in a baseball game. I don't care who's in it. It's fucking tough.
Yeah.
It's fucking tough.
It's why you don't see it that often.
No, you don't see it often. It's a tough thing to do. And yes, Brian Goodwin went what do you call it? Super Saiyan or whatever whatever the fuck they call it, and got blonde hair like the fucking Goku or whatever the fuck his name is, and he hit a bunch of home runs or home run and a fucking double, 4 RBIs. Everybody went nuts on Saturday. And that's a great thing to see. So I can see why Chuck was all pissed off because you're coming off a great day like that. And then you see the lineup today. And again, I have my questions, but guess what? I'm wrong. And that's why I'm not a fucking manager in the MLB.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I did not see that live. I was watching some playoff hockey at that time, but I understand some Urky especially, and also let's remember what NBC Sports Chicago is too. They do a great job of coverage, and they are the home of the White Sox. I get it, but at the same time, they're also a little bit. It's like state-run media to a point. Also, yeah, it is. You're not going to see the extreme hit pieces out there. They might report the news about something that's controversial there, but they're not really digging in. And that kind of stuff. So there is a little bit of a defense mechanism that needs to come up here. But yeah, Jordan Miller, he sums my point up correctly there. And that's about the rest. And we've seen TLR already do it so far to this point in the season. So to me, it's not entirely shocking here. But I know people might, they're looking at the friggin' fan graphs and what will add the most win probability and weighted runs created plus every single day. And that's where their gripes come in because it's not your best 9. Put your best 9 out there every single day. And I get that. I get it. You want to win.
We all want to see that. It's a good product,
but it's not feasible because these guys are human beings too. I mean, if you're playing that in Microsoft Excel, then go ahead. I mean, you put the best lineup out there every day, and then you can just go and simulate it. But that's unfortunately not how it works on the field.
I love that from Scotty Short. On Tap is a GOAT network in Chicago, though. I never like to talk shit like that, but I think we are. So, fucking flexing. I got no muscles. I got SpongeBob arms, but I've been flexing all day because the beer actually adds muscles if you don't know that. But
there's protein in there.
There's protein. My dad says it's a pork chop in every can, and I believe my dad. Sound like an idiot. But anyway, Johnny, honestly, and I'm glad it's a Sunday Funday, so we don't have to, we don't have to just break down a game. When you're 16, what were we saying, 17 games above 500? Dude, I'm going to live with it. And I'm just going to ride it out. We're an elite team, Johnny. We're an elite team. No matter the lineup or not, brother. We're an elite team right now. in fucking June.
Yeah, but Buzz, I think this goes back to just being like, appreciative of what we have here. Not satisfied, and not satisfied, but appreciating what's been done so far. Because last night I was with Tony, and after that housewarming party went back, we were just shooting the shit, drinking some beers, playing some Golden Tea.
Golden Tea, baby.
And it's a little bit after midnight, whatever. We're still just, whatever, doing the same shit, shooting some pool, whatever. I was just like looking at shit, like seeing like, oh, like, what's the matchup for tomorrow? Who's going for Detroit? Yada, yada. And we were just talking White Sox and all that. I just look at it again. I like did like a double take and put it up to my eye, like with my phone here. I'm like, dude, we're 40 and what coming in today? 40 and 24. I was like, cheers to that. So I took like a picture. Just cheers to being fucking 40 and 24. It's like, that's cool and tough. So that's the kind of shit that we should be doing as Sox fans, appreciating this every step of the way, because you never know. Think about October. It could end abruptly. But hey, that should not diminish, some of this stuff. Obviously, we'd all be disappointed at that juncture in time, but a lot of happy memories compared to think about years past where we were, about to jump off the deep end, Buzz. So I think it's Sunday Funday is a good time also to kind of sit back and reflect on that. And now, obviously, that record up to 41 and 24. So
and I'm glad you brought that up, Jonnie, about reflecting. Okay. So when I had started podcasting, it was back in 2017 with Juice, and we were doing, and Juice still my boy. He was with me and Jonnie the other night. But yes, we did the Outcasts for another, outlet, and it was a great time. It was Sox sucked, but we had prospects that were going to come up and make some shit happen. Right. I met you guys in 2018. And we started this shit in 2019, and look where the Sox are now. When we first met, this team was fucking terrible.
I'm still in the middle of the rebuild, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit and bitch anymore, man. 17 games above 500. Everybody's hurt. I'm living for the moment right now, man. And I'm having a great time fucking doing it, too. I don't know if they're well managed, Jonnie. Again, I can never tell you that I worked in a major league dugout, because I have not. I've never been there. This team seems together, seems like they're having fun. And when unlikely sources help you win ball games, there's a good culture. And if that's the truth, then I'll take everything bad I've ever said away from TLR. You're going to win us a World Series. You're going to win us games. Fucking rock and roll, dude. All day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well put there, Buzz. I think I summed it up with that tweet, man. Just cheers to being, what we are now with our record here. It is fun. It's good shit. So that's about all I got from the weekend, Buzz. I'm about ready to look ahead to this absolute heavyweight bout we got coming up on the South Side.
Right. There's a big heavyweight bout coming up, and I just want to say, shut up, Jim. So the heavyweight bout is something that I'm a little nervous about. Are you before we get into it, Jonnie, you hitting any games this week?
I'll be at Tuesday's game. So yeah.
Okay. So
you mid game of that series, and then possibly Wednesday as well. But Tuesday for sure, I'm locked.
I cannot believe you're not hitting Mondays. I'm shocked.
I know. It was just part of the ticket package, and I do got some other responsibles to take care of on Monday night. So hopefully be on the show here. But then I'll be bringing the ballpark present.
It'll either be with you or Steve. But Monday's matchup is a fucking barn burner.
Talk about heavyweight battles. We talk about between the teams and between these pitchers, man.
Dude, like it's fucking Lance Lynn against Glasnow. It's Tyler Glasnow, man. Like that is the matchup here. I guess I'll just get into stats because we always do this. I'm kind of foaming over the mouth about watching a pitching battle. As Jonnie knows, I am a huge pitching battle guy. I love those kind of games. But Tyler Glasnow at 5-2, 2.57 ERA, 84 innings pitched, 117 strikeouts to 26 walks. He's let up 10 long balls. He's going up against our guy, Jonnie's guy, Lance Lynn, 7-1, a 1.23 ERA, in almost 20 innings pitched less than Glasnow, 65 and 2/3. I'm sorry. For Lance Lynn, he struck out 72, walked 17, let up 6 long balls. Jonnie, Tyler Glasnow is one of the best pitchers in the MLB. If not, you can make an argument, if not the best. The guy's got innings behind him. The guy's got stuff behind him. And I don't know if the juju is going to come back and bite me in the ass, but I'm not scared of him. when the lineup is rested and healthy, the guy does. I'm not scared of him.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher, and I think
he's great.
I think we are in for a low-scoring game, Buzz. Here's my initial thoughts. I could easily see it 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 ball game here. Would not be shocked at all, just with the caliber of both these pitches. Tyler Glasnow's nasty. First of all, he's also imposing. He's 6'8", like in the 220-ish range. So he's just a big guy physically. Obviously, Lance Lynn is too, our guy. A little bit bulkier, obviously, Lance Lynn, but he's got that bulldog mentality. So these two guys are going to be, really fighting it out, and I'm super excited. Just as a baseball fan, anyone should watch. If we go back to who was that, Jordan Miller's comment there, or Alex, I forget who said it, that Glasnow versus Lynn should be on national TV. I agree.
Yeah, it was Alex,
kind of sucks that it's on a Monday night, but but whatever. That's just the way that things lined up here. But either way, we'll be all for it and watching it like it's a freaking Friday night game. I can guarantee you that. You said my boy. I had to go get the shirt. You said it was Lance Lynn Day. No, it's Lance fucking Lynn Day.
Woo! All right, dig it, man. I dig it.
Beer the beard. So yeah, no, you guess what? He's like you said, not afraid of Tyler Glasnow. I'm not afraid of Tyler Glasnow because I like our guy, Lance Lynn.
Johnny, I gotta ask, man. I legitimately have to ask. Like, when Lance Lynn's on the mound, I don't think I felt ever like, we're gonna lose this game.
No.
All year. And I just think that's like an awesome feeling to have. And I know that, Rodon's been great, but obviously we've had questions, right? All of us did. I love Carlos Rodon, and I know you'll back me on that. I was happy when they brought him back. Just because I'm a homer, I'm a jag-off, and I love second chances. I think they're, key in life. But Lance Lynn against Glasnow is like pay-per-view boxing. Like, that is something, or UFC, whatever. You need to buy this because it's a fucking great matchup. And I'm super curious to see what happens. Tampa Bay, Johnny, they're no fucking, they traded a lot of pieces away, dude. But they're still atop of their division.
Sometimes the Trop needs some new shingles on the roof, so they got to trade away some of their best players to afford that. So
never heard that before. And I totally fucking dig that statement. I never heard that in my life.
That's one thing that, Juice is a Cubs fan. I'm a Sox fan, obviously. Yeah. But we always unite on that and just, ripping on the Rays for that. But, hey, you know what? Also, as much as I rip on them and say that, I hate them and all that, they do find a way to win. So they do it in different ways. It's not conventional. But I will give them credit. I respect them. But, I think I said this to you on an episode. I fucking hate them at the same time.
I hate them, too. Yeah.
I fucking hate them. You're playing, and they can never, granted, it's not all their fault. It's partially the location that they're in, the stadium that they're in, even for them being good, they can never draw a crowd. And I know that's, attendance jokes can be low shots, especially as us as White Sox fans, but you would just think with some of the continued success, how they went to the World Series last year, and you're tarping off sections at the Trop. It's it's a little bit ridiculous. So there's a little Rays slander to get us going here too. Back to Lance Lynn real quick though. Sox side Mike made it perfect point here. Lance Lynn just looks like he's always belonged here. He spoke on it, said, he said that I feel like the South Sider, they appreciate me, I appreciate them. It feels like a good fit. So I'm hoping that kind of relationship leads to an extension, Buzz, when this thing's said and done. But hey, for right now, the goal is beating those Tampa Bay Rays and outdueling Tyler Glasnow. It is a tall task, but I think with an A lineup in there, and maybe some timely hitting. You said he has given up what I think it was 10 home runs there.
Yeah, it was 10 home runs. Yeah,
we need an Abreu or a Yasmani to get a hold of one in this game. I think that will be key. Obviously,
you know that bag drop, Johnny.
Yeah, a lot of it has been producing, finding different ways to get it done so far this year. But I always just go back to it. There's a Letterkenny line, like you said about our humor. If you can be one thing, you should be efficient. Most efficient way to score runs, Buzz, home run. Long ball.
Absolutely. I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, my God, man. I get up for these kind of series, Johnny. I know I talk shit a lot. I want to play the, Tigers and, the fucking Royals all the time, so we beat the shit out of them. But, this is a series that, for real, it was the Yankee series. And you and I did 2 post games out of that. And we weren't super happy. But you get another chance here. You're playing a team that's better than them in their division. Let's get some wins. And it's just where I'm at, man. Again, I just feel there's magic around this team. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some, no doubt about it. But you're going to win more consistently here. And I'm just bought in. I'm bought in.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 would be a successful series here. Obviously, we want to sweep them. We want to win every freaking game, but it's baseball. Doesn't happen. They're a good team. There's going to be some give here. Just recent trends here, Buzz. Overall, Rays are 42-24. They got a 3-game lead out there in the East over Boston. 7-3 in their last 10, coming off a sweep of the Orioles this weekend. So they're beating up on teams that they were supposed to, just as the White Sox were coming off
good teams too.
The Tigers. Sox just 1 win behind them at 41-24. 5.5 game lead though over those Cleveland Indians.
Hell yeah,
baby. I checked the standings before we came on here, and 8-2 in our last 10. So hey, that's the thing. Something's got to give, and one of these teams will come out of here with a series win and a little bit better recent trend out of it. And I hope damn well it's the White Sox. I'm predicting we're taking fucking 2 or 3. Let's go.
Goddamn, Johnny, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. 2 or 3. I'm riding with my brother here. I would love to say sweep, but I don't think that's realistic. I want to be a little bit realistic on the show instead of just a complete fucking homer. I'll say 2 or 3. I say the Sox get 2 or 3 out of this series here. They keep building their lead in the AL Central. And they just keep moving. And people need to realize when Madrigal, fucking Robert, and Eloy, unless Madrigal is the season-ending surgery, but when Eloy, Madrigal, and Robert come back, that's like a blockbuster trade. And I know that sounds shitty because I would love a blockbuster trade. Like you were talking about how Lance Lynn's a Southside guy. I think the same thing about Nick Castellanos. He's a little punk ass. I'd love to have him over here. Where we're at right now, you add those guys, fucking game over. That's World Series. I'm sorry. It is.
So one thing real quick about that, you said that it's like a blockbuster trade, and I think that's an okay way to approach this here. And some people say that, I think when people criticize that, Buzz, they think that is limiting the team from going out and getting pieces they need. I think the White Sox should still make a acquisition that is probably not as high level as some people would probably like when you're talking about going all out and winning for this year. Yeah. But I think it won't completely hinder them. I think you will see some moves. I mean, they're a contending team. The trade deadline is still a bit of ways, end of July. So we've got some time before that happens. I think they want to feel out how things are going. So, but I think that think about other teams that are using that to their advantage, the sort of injury stuff. Think about the 2015 Blackhawks. Patrick Kane goes down with a collarbone injury at the end of January. He comes back for the playoffs. You were able to add a guy like Antoine Vermette in between there. And then, boom, having Kaner back for the start of the playoffs was like a blockbuster trade deadline acquisition. Hey, fuck it. Sometimes injuries happen in sports. Take advantage of the timeliness of them returning. So I don't think that's a bad sentiment to have there. But I just wanted to air out my sort of reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we talked about in the last episode. We did get, what was that, Friday? No, we went in depth on Thursday, though. Because you and I did a couple of days in a row now.
Yeah.
It was Reynolds and Frazier, who I'm all about.
Mm-hmm.
That brings this team to another level, dude. And maybe it happens. I mean, I don't know if you saw the blunder and the errors that happened in the Pirates outfield, infield, outfield, whatever. I mean, everybody in general this weekend. But check that out if you get a chance. But, yeah, one of those guys are going to be a White Sox real soon.
Yeah.
But, that's all I got, man. That's all I got for that shit.
Yep, could very easily be. So, Buzz, I think we're getting down to the end here. Let's get pick to click, and then we can do our cool shit we saw in White Sox land and shout outs and get out of here.
So pick to click for the first game against Glass now. God, wouldn't Madrigal be just like the best pick because you think you put the bat on the ball, right?
Yeah,
he's not here. So, Jonnie, fuck. I'm going to go Lurie, dude. And I know it sounds stupid, but if there's any guy that's going to fucking break up a good Glass now game, it's going to be Lurie Garcia in my mind.
Someone pesky. Yeah. I can see that. I just need to stick, it might not be the safest pick here, but I need to ride with my mentality that I said earlier. And I'm hoping that we can get a timely long ball in here from one of those guys that I mentioned. And with Tyler Glass now being a right-handed pitcher, Yasmani Grandal will most definitely be in the lineup. So I'm hoping for a bat drop, and I'm going to try to speak it into existence with my pick to click.
Nothing wrong with that.
Money.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Johnny. I want to pick that pesky guy, and that's why I went with Lurie. I hope it works out, man. Let's get some dubs.
Yeah, Absolutely. All right, so on to cool shit we saw in White Sox land, kind of a little news segment that we've installed a little bit in some earlier episodes, sometimes at the end of a post game. Don't always get down to the end of it with time constraints, but it's Sunday Funday. We can air it out here a little
Sunday
bit.
Funday, baby.
Yeah, cool shit we saw in White Sox land. I'll kick it off here, Buzz.
Kick it off.
My mom put a we have there's a White Sox flag with the little garden flag that is the White Sox World Series champs, and she laid a broom up across the side of it. So spread public awareness that the White Sox swept the Tigers here.
Please tell me you took a picture of it.
I tweeted. I took a picture and tweeted
okay,
it. So that was some cool shit I saw in White Sox land. How about you?
Okay, so a couple of cool things that I saw on White Sox land this weekend. First thing is that Lauren Wills, and this is more funny than cool, if it's okay if I use it.
Yeah.
But she had fucking tweeted, I can't remember who tweeted out that it's so, White Sox that this happened. And we always say that's so White Sox. And some account tweeted out and Lauren goes, what's so White Sox is that someone fucking pulls their hamstring or tears their hamstring every time they run the first base. And I know it's so terrible. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, and it sounds like really stupid that I'm saying this right now, but it was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah, when you look at the injuries to Robert and Madrigal, it's like, you get PTSD when someone's trying to leg out a friggin' ground ball.
Like, fucking Lauren Wills is so funny. It kills me. And she has, these one-liners that are so stupid, but they're so fucking funny. Like, it's like one-liners that I would put out. Stupid, but hilarious. So that's one cool thing that I've seen. Another awesome thing that I have seen is that my dad actually got a new sign for the fucking Buzz Senior Cave. Let's call it that. The Buzz Senior Cave. It's back like a 1919 White Sox sign. And right under it, he has his White Sox tap. So that is something cool. I'll get a picture of that and put it on Twitter. Those are the cool things that I've seen in White Sox land. But shout out Lauren Wills for the fucking tweet. I wish I could find it. I'm trying to right now desperately so I don't look like a moron. But those are my White Sox call-outs for being fucking awesome.
Yeah. So it was cool shit we saw on White Sox land. I'll continue this and just end this with a shout-out, and that is to I've shouted them out probably 3 times in the last week, but I need to again because the videos are great. They're hilarious, and that is GD on Twitter. GD, I love that guy. Always makes compelling content, funny content. Always gives me a good laugh, and it's very White Sox specific, related videos, edits, all that kind of stuff. But looks like he got clapped on Twitter, but he's back with another account. In that before it was Yasmani Grandal with the L being a capital I. Now it's the same thing, Adam Engel but the L is an I. So go and follow him at Adam ENGEI on Twitter. GD, love you, bud.
Yeah. You know what's fucking nuts? I don't even know how he got fucked.
Maybe some copyright, but I don't know the full story. It's funny because his new bio says you will pay for Jack at Jack, and that's the the Twitter CEO. Yeah.
I love that, dude. Like, there's a new generation of White Sox fans, and I've been lucky to be fortunate to be invited to one of their group chats, and listen, I'm gonna be 30 in a couple days, man. A couple weeks, I should say. July 21st is my birthday. I'll be 30. But these new White Sox fans, they got some great fucking humor, and GD is one of those guys that always cracks me up. He's got some good shit, like your favorites. This is a scheduled Yasmani Grandal walk, and it's just great shit. It
makes me laugh, especially in a tense game. It's like he has to walk in the middle of an inning when the White Sox are mounting a rally, and it's sure as hell you scheduled Yasmani Grandal walk, and it just cracks me up.
Well, dude, I mean, in his new ad, I think it's just Adam Engel.
But it's Adam ENGEI because he does that.
Okay.
So the cap, but he makes it capital, that last letter, so it looks like it's at Adam Engel, like he did with Yasmani Grandal.
Yeah. He's just such a fucking hilarious dude. So I got a couple shout outs this week. Of course, I'm going to shout out my guys, Alex Rude and Jordan Miller. I shout them out all the time. If you don't follow them, you should. Both fucking hilarious dudes. Absolutely love them. Very smart with baseball. Another guy I'm going to shout out this week is going to be our own Beer Garden Jim. Love Beer Garden Jim. Brings some good shit. Hilarious. Big White Sox fan. Shouting him out. just because he's a good guy, And then for a little on tap shout out, I'm doing a lot of them. You know why? Because it's fucking Sunday Funday, and I can break the rules. Sunday Funday, shouting out Schwartzy and Summer George for their Twitch account, where they've been playing some awesome video games.
Yeah,
so
on tap gamers, go follow it.
On tap gamers, go follow them. Fucking hilarious dudes. I do not play games like that, but they do. And if you want to laugh, and this should draw you in right now, because I can give two shits about games like that, but them playing those games, Johnny, are fucking hilarious, and that's cannot miss TV.
You get both of them in there after drinking all day on a Saturday, bound to be good content. Absolutely.
So, dude, I'm so thankful for the fucking dubs that we got this weekend. You and I, we got to recap this series together, Johnny, twice now. Twice. Yeah. We both got our junk headbands on. We're fucking rocking it. You got to come over, killed our fucking roofs of our mouths and our tongues with those fucking pizza, that hot ass pizza. But Sox got the fucking sweep, dude. Like, I feel great, man. We're going into a very important series on a high note, and that is something that we should cherish.
Yes. Well said, Buzz. I don't have too much else except be ready to play. And, I think we will see the A lineups, and that is what all of this rest was for. So, you get the Jimmy settled. I think it'd be all right because we still won the games despite the lineups and the complaints there. But I think that was for the rest. And I think we will see the A squads out to play here for this 3-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays. And that's it. I've said my piece, Buzz.
Ooh, if Johnny said his piece, that's mean it's time for me to tell you all to go to ontapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Follow us on Twitter at SoxOnTap, at OnTapSportsNet. Following Johnny at Nani Johnny. Follow me at BuzzOnTap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. If you need any White Sox gear, go to Grandstand. Check them out online at Grandstand Sox. Follow them on socials at Grandstand Sox. I should have said online at grandstandsox.com, but I didn't say that. Too many beers. But we'll be back in some capacity tomorrow. I don't know who it'll be. It'll probably be me and Johnny. We're going to recap the first game against Lance Lynn and Tyler Glasnow in the White Sox Rays series. Thank you all for listening today. It means a lot to us. Jim told me to drink some water. Fuck you, Jim. Let's go White Sox. White Sox forever.